And good afternoon. Welcome to today's race is presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with Keith Fustel on a nice breezy fall Saturday here at Laurel Park. Big 10 race card. The features race 5 to anchor that early, pick 5, and to kick off the pick 6. We'll get to all of today's action. Let's talk about Friday. We'll get to the Stronach 5. That paid $3,200, but the big feature yesterday, I watched the video this morning on the Dave Rodman's replay show. Zorley was lights out yesterday for Dale Capuano. Both you and Tim Tulloch picked up that Dale Capuano used a hood on Zorley, and both you commenting that you've never seen him do that before. But Amanda Zorley run huge. She won the big allowance feature yesterday with Sheldon Russell for Dale Capuano. Russell, another big. He had a two-win day yesterday.
Yeah, she was really on her game, and obviously there was some reason to put that on, and it worked. She had been breaking a little bit slow. She was extremely rank last time, but yeah, Bill up there had saw it at first. I looked down on our equipment page and said, "Oh, the hood." I said, "The hood." And I said, "Dale doesn't usually put horses." You know, you'll see Schoenthal, a couple other trainers use that method, but hey, it worked. She came away cleanly and just drug Sheldon up to the lead, and I mean, she looked like a stakes horse yesterday. I mean, I think you're going to see that buyer high 80s, low 90s when it was all said and done.
Nice.
I'll be surprised if it's not.
All right, so she's a talented Maryland-bred filly for Dale Capuano. That was a nice second-level allowance condition, so it'll be interesting to see where we see Zorley next. Let's talk about the Stronach 5. You had Claudio Gonzalez at a $20 winner.
How about that?
Mia Gift in the first leg. Nice ride by Ashley Castrenzi. She sat fifth down the backstretch, right behind the front flight of horses. Then she rallied wide on the outside. She had the best horse, and Mia Gift, a big $20 winner. Both Tim and I had that filly on our ticket. We both had the $14 winner in leg C. We both had the Doug O'Neill horse at Santa Anita. We both keyed on McPherson in the final leg, but I didn't have the David Fawkes horse in leg B at Gulfstream Park West. I didn't have that horse. I was 4 out of 5 on my Stronach 5, but congratulations to Tim Tulloch. He gave out the winning ticket. I think it was a $72 ticket. He had it, and it pays a little over $3,200 yesterday.
Yeah, because I tell you, looking at Santa Anita's winner, even money basically, and McPherson I thought was going to be played almost like an even money 7 to 5 kind of shot within this type of wager. It looked like one of those horses that you only needed maybe to go too deep. McPherson lay closer yesterday.
Sure.
We've seen some of his better races in the past, and boy, just kicked away in upper stretch, and that was all she wrote. But great job, Tim. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, it's another big Stronach 5 payout. So that was all yesterday. Let's tell you what's coming up 2 weeks from today. It's Maryland's Day at the races, the Jim McKay Maryland Million, Saturday, October 19th. On-track entertainment for the whole family. Free general admission. You can elevate your experience with a nice dining reservation in one of our plush dining areas here. Tips, tycoons, the sports book, sports bar, $10 in the Silks room for the whole day. Includes a program and a Maryland Million hat.
There you go.
Go to MarylandMillion.com. Go to laurelpark.com/MarylandMillion to get your tickets. That's 2 weeks from today, Maryland Million. And, we've seen a couple big performances recently of horses that are pointing towards the Maryland Million. I'm excited to see that Claudio Gonzalez horse we saw at Timonium, the Frisian Fire 2-year-old.
Yeah.
I forget the name, but he's going to the Maryland Million.
Okay.
So that's 2 weeks from today. The Maryland Million pre-entries will be out soon, so it's just 2 weeks from today. We'll have some more information about that. There'll be some press releases about it on our website, laurelpark.com. Let's get right to what else is coming up later on this month. We have the big Fall Fest, Oyster Fest, and Fall Fest, pony rides, petting zoo, pumpkin patch, trick or treat, and much more. We'll have some big stakes action that day as well. So that's Saturday, October 6th. This is the best deal in town. $25 for the tickets. All you can eat oysters and draft beer. That's a phenomenal deal.
I expect a good turnout for that.
Let's hope so. We'll have some nice fall weather.
You can't get that at any restaurant, can you?
No. You can get it right here. So go to Laurel
and you
Park.
got some gambling action to go along with
That's
it.
right.
You gotta love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, some more information about all the upcoming fall events on our website, laurelpark.com. Let's you want to bet the football this weekend? Come on out here to Laurel Park. Bet the football with the $3,000 football pick'em contest. You can enter today and tomorrow before the 1 o'clock games. enter up there. Just go up to the sports bar. Somebody will help you. And then come watch all the games in the sports book. We have the NFL Sunday ticket. Every game, every Sunday. Sports book, second floor of the grandstand. The best spot to watch horse racing and football.
Maybe the Ravens will rebound, huh?
They need
Pittsburgh.
to, yeah. Big game in Pittsburgh this weekend.
Yeah, this is where the rubber meets the road. I know it's kind of early, but man, they've got to right the ship.
Our man Ty Ellis will be he'll be rooting on the Steelers.
Oh, that's right.
He's a Pittsburgh guy, so it's a big one of the best rivalries in football. So you can watch that game, the Ravens-Steelers game, right here with us this Sunday in the sports book. Let's get right to today. Let's show you a picture of both tracks. We're fast and firm. We're on the bowl game at 17 feet and the Exceller turf at 70 feet. In the 60s, a little breezy. Sun is
chilly.
out. No rain. Nice breezy sunny day. Let's get right to race one here on to kick off this rolling super high five. Low 15% takeout in the super high five. And we have a little carryover in race one, $546. We have this every race with 7 or more horses, the rolling super high five. Also, race one kicks off the popular early pick five. It's a mandatory payout on the early pick five. Industry low, 12% takeout. Let's take a look at my ticket, a $36 ticket. I have a nice single in race 5, so I'm 3 deep in the opener. I go 4 deep in race 3. Maybe I can get a price home in one of those legs. My single comes in today's feature. Nice upper level allowance, 5.5 turf sprint on the bowl game. My best bet of the day in race 5, the 8 Pagliacci for Linda Rice and Horacio Caramanos. They teamed up for a nice winner the other day. They're 24% together. This 5-year-old by Pioneer of the Nile has been running very, very strong against Allowance Company up at Saratoga. I think the 8 Pagliacci going to be awfully tough in race 8. That's my single to anchor this early pick 5. All right, let's take a look here. Race 1's on the turf, a bunch of big fields on the turf. We're going 5.5 on the bowl game. Rail at 17 feet here in race 1, claiming 16,000 filly and mares 3 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-old fillies. I have the 3 Miss Bob on top. She's going to be the favorite here. Sheldon Russell rides for Patrick McBurney. Beaten favored 2 back at Monmouth going long on the turf. I like to cut back to 5.5 today. Ran in the slop September 2nd, so she has a recent race about a month ago underneath her. Sheldon Russell's been very hot the last couple weekends, so I'll go with the hot jock here on the 3 Miss Bob.
Yeah, got the right kind of riders. Going to have to stay after her, I think, a little bit. Speed maybe dulled a little bit after some of those longer races. One on the turf, one on that sloppy track on the 2nd of September at Monmouth Park. But she's faced maybe a little bit better than some of these, Stan. When you break it all down, Touche, the 2 back races, won 3 straight now with some good figs. She keys up against the right kind here. 3 races back. She'll make a rally into it. I do think she's going to be a slight favorite over the 2. You made it for Kieran. Kieran went back to reclaim this horse. You made it this time for Helen Marshall. We've got video of that most recent race on the 14th of September at Laurel Park, and I tell you, a little bit of brush up her stretch. This horse chased, dropped back, and came again. I love it when horses can do that, showing they're in sharp form. And the winner, La Puebla, dictated the pace that day, Stan, and stepped up off of this race to run a pretty good number. So I think you made it. Might be aggressively ridden by Correa and try to take this field coast to coast. I think she's the speed of the speed today.
Well, you get 5 pounds off with the top bug rider. Had a nice win yesterday, right, Julio Correa. So I like the 2. I use the 2 in my exact. I use the 6 in my top 3 here. Who's the 6 here?
It's controlling the gold.
Controlling the gold for Wayne Potts. Toledo, top turf riders. Going to get a nice stalking trip on the outside. This 3-year-old filly's won 2 in a row, sprinting on the turf. Broke the maiden here at Laurel, and a nice win down there at Colonial. So the 6 controlling the gold, I think, gets a piece of it in the opener.
Looks like they've worked with her a little bit maybe in the morning, changed tactics, got her to sit a little bit further back. She was a little bit headstrong in some of those other races, but now she's learning to rate and finish. I would have liked to see Grand Skylark come back and run a little bit better out of that race at Colonial Downs, but the 4's a user for me as well. Missy Mart just comes out of the La Puebla. You made it. Maybe wants a little bit more flow. Thomas McMahon winner yesterday. How about Emelina battling back?
Wow.
Just kept putting it a little bit tight and shifted out and came again. But Missy Mart offers a little bit of value in your exotics, but clearly the horses to beat are the 2 and the 3.
All right, so nice 7-horse field to kick off the early pick 5. Let's turn the page. Race 2 kicks off the early pick 4. We're on the main track going 5.5 furlongs, claiming 8,003 and up. A wide open 8,000 claimer here. My price play of the day, I'll go with the One Junction on top here. You have them in the exact.
Sure.
A nice 5-year-old by Harlan's Holiday for Linda Albert. A nice win first off the claim for Linda Albert, who does a nice job. Correa was aboard for that win. Correa back aboard today. They're right back in for 8,000. So Junction looking for 2 in a row for the new connections of trainer Linda Albert.
I tell you, got a really good ride last time. There's some other speed. This horse was able to sit off. It did let a duel develop. Showed a good kick. Patient ride by Correa. Kid's, he's improving every day, it appears. But the great provider, now you've got the scratch of the 4. Here's a Jetpack and the 5 Spartiatus. I mean, it's his race to lose. Interesting that they're dropping this horse in half. It hasn't been a good move for Wayne Potts over the last couple of years. Not a strong move, but he's teamed up with this owner, and they've done well together. High percentage and a high ROI. The great provider is going to be awfully short price now. I'll stick with him one more time. Boy, he's just been nothing but hard of late. Right to the front.
All right, so nice open 8,000 claimer there to kick off the early pick 4. Looks like we like the same 4 horses in race 2. Let's take a look here at the 3rd on the main track, going a flat mile. Maiden claiming 16,000 for 2-year-olds here in race 3, and it's not the toughest group. So I'll go with the shipper here coming down from Monmouth for trainer Kelly Breen, 2-year-old colt by Jumpstart. He gets Vargas to ride and debut. The work's up there at Monmouth. They look okay. A couple nice 5 furlong workouts, one from the gate September 8th, and then a real nice 101 and 2 move up there on September 22nd. So I think Kelly Breen's well spotted this 2-year-old colt by Jumpstart. You have the decent breeding, so you wonder why he's in from age 16. But and he's going a mile in debut, so maybe he doesn't have too much early speed, but hopefully he can finish good. So I'll go with Start a Fire on top.
Yeah, steady string of works. The mare was pretty good. 5 for 17 on the dirt, all going long. So the bottom's there for Start a Fire. 240,000 she made. So I tell you, it's an interesting little spot. 16,000, but man, catches a softer field. So this horse doesn't have to be a whole lot. My man Rich here dropping off some little brunch, it looks like. So thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. And got his Ravens gear on today. Try, he's like me. We're trying to get the Ravens to turn it around, but I think you've got to use the 6. But I like the 5. 5-star perfect. How about this for Hammy Smith? Blinkers go on. This move worked with the poser the other day. Teaming up with Carrasco right to the front. Hey, maybe lightning will strike twice. 5-star perfect. Finished pretty well last time sprinting. Gets to move off the 2 sprints to go long against a questionable field. I think this horse is going to be towards the front a long way.
I like the 5, Victor Carrasco, a real nice confident ride on McPherson in the 9th race yesterday. He just knew he was on the best horse. He went right to the front. So Victor Carrasco, one of our top journeyman riders. We like the same 4 horses there in race 3. Let's turn the page. You like the middle pick 4, another big field on the turf here in race 4. Let's check out your middle pick 4 ticket, see how you played it.
Yeah, it's a $20 ticket. I'd like to go too deep in the 7th, so if you can grab a friend and make it 40, do that. 4th race, wide open, really tough. I'm going to spread there. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. Narrow it down a little bit in the 5th. Staying with the 8 and the 11. They look like the two best horses. I'm not going to leave out. I'd like to add Clever Triad. I could, but I had to trim it off the ticket. 6th race, we go 1, 2, 4, 6. This horse, the Warm, got bet off the charts last time. I did not expect that much money coming in. Now the 3-year-old, she's 1-3 for the tag today. She's going to be a short price again. I'm going to try to upset her. Single. The 6 horse there, Too Hot Betty in race 7. If I could go one more, I would use the 10 Market Money in there, but we're going to keep it at $20 right now as your base.
All right, Too Hot Betty first off the claim for Dale Capuano. She'll be tough with the bug. I have the 10 on top there, Market Money.
Horse to beat, no doubt.
So that's a nice little turf sprint. All right, let's take a look here. Race 4, big field on the turf, 5.5 furlongs on the Exceller. Rail at 70 feet. Maiden claiming 40,000 for 2-year-old fillies. Scratch to 5, My Candy Girl. I go with the 8 on top. Let's start with the 7, though, Twirling Wind. We have a video of Twirling Wind and Bethabara's last race. Here we go. Here's the race from September 13th, their first race out.
Yeah, there's Twirling Wind, the 4 horse for Michael Matz. I like this horse to stay out of Miss Moonshine. Some turf on the bottom side, a little steady there into the turn, and they were going okay fractions up front. Maybe an Omen's pretty quick for Cal Lynch, and eventually just going to stay inside as Twirling Wind. Makes a move up to mid-stretch, continues on willingly, and now we'll pick up Bethabara shifting out. Didn't quite have a ton of speed in debut, but once this horse got angled out to the outside, really finished up well, I thought, for Hammy Smith and Jerry Romans and company. So both of these horses right back. They had the experience. They're going to show me a little bit of finish. The 7 Twirling Wind today just needs to, stay out of trouble into the turn. But I think those races are certainly going to help them against this group today.
All right, so you have the 7 on top. I use the 7, Twirling Wind. Third, the 8. We both like the 8. What we just saw there, Bethabara by Jersey Town for Hammy Smith with Victor Carrasco. A very useful debut, and now gets extra. Well, now same distance today, but gets the game comment line from you and Willard up there. So that's, and you don't give that out to too many 2-year-olds.
Nope. You gotta finish a little bit. When we use game, we just don't toss it out. Giving a strong effort. Sometimes you can beat 4 or 5, but visually through the binoculars, if the horse is performing well and trying, I'm going to give that out. I go 7-8-3. The 3 Super Donna G. Turning back in distance, I think is a little bit better. I think that 37 number, I think it's a little bit better because New York Rockstar came back to run pretty good. Was it yesterday in the allowance? I think sat inside the Dixie Can.
This weekend,
Dixie Cannon, the horse of Rubley, went ahead and went wire to wire, pulled away. That horse looked awfully good. So I think that's going to influence me a little bit more. Turning back, this horse will make a run. Pretty good run at Colonial 2 back as well, sprinting. So I think the 3 at 10-1. I think you get 8 or 10-1 on this horse today. Could come rolling.
Man, I needed Hugh yesterday. I bombed. I took a big swing on the early pick 5 yesterday.
How about that horse?
That first time gelding, the Calamity Cat didn't fire, and I played a big ticket. I had the 6 and a 7 in that race. Also, they didn't run very well. I got knocked out by Rubley and Pimentel with Joe's Bold Cat.
That's right. The nose decision, right, over Nessa's horse on the outside.
Centeno and Nassau. I saw Benny Feliciano hosing the Ness horse off in the paddock. I knew I was in trouble with that horse, and then Rubley and Pimentel. So tough beat yesterday for me in the early pick 5. I need a little Frank Carulli therapy. Do I just pull back for the weekend and regroup for the Friday 5
he
next
would
Friday?
never do that.
I jump right back in, trying to double down and rebound. All right, we're right on time here. Let's get a nice quick commercial break. The Rainbow Pick 6 starts with today's feature. That's race 5. We'll check it out right after this.
Join us for Jim McKay Maryland Million Day on Saturday, October 19th at Laurel Park. Come with friends and family to Maryland's Day at the Races, a celebration of Maryland's horses and lots of fun for all ages. Enjoy a full day of racing, including on-track entertainment between races. Don't miss the hat contest, 3 categories and wonderful prizes. It'll be fun for all at Laurel Park, Saturday, October 19th. For more information, visit MarylandMillion.com or LaurelPark.com.
All right, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. We'll start race 5. No carryover. They hit it yesterday for, I believe, almost 4,500. So we'll start fresh today in the Rainbow Pick 6. Tim Tulloch has a ticket for it. Tim Tulloch gave out a winning Stronach 5 ticket yesterday. Let's see if he can keep the hot hand going. Here's his Pick 6, $48.60 play. You can study this ticket online, laurelpark.com. Under the handicapping section has all of our tickets for today and all of our plays for today and tomorrow. There's his ticket. He's 3 deep here in the feature, the 2-8-11. His single comes in race 6. He likes the 4 warm. Yeah, I have the 4 warm on top as well. She looks like a solid favorite for hot connections there in race 6. So I like his single he has there.
Yep. Jump aboard the Tulloch train, right?
Yeah.
3,200. That'll take you. That'll take you a few places.
Nice score. Gets you going for the weekend. Here we go. Race 5 is our feature of the day. 5.5 furlongs on the bowl game turf. Rail at 17 feet. Nice 2 other than allowance. 3 and up. Optional claiming 35,000. We have a video spotlight. Let's start with a long shot here. The 3 Clever Triad 8-1 morning line. But this 5-year-old's run some big races. Here's the start last out September 21st.
Yeah, and the Laurel Dash. It just basically gets eliminated. Gets banged around from both sides. And this is after a pretty good performance, I thought, in that open allowance behind square shooter fielder Eastern Bay, and Clever Try just never really picks it up after this at this break in the Laurel Dash. But you go back, on his form, he's got races. This is a speed. The field's not loaded with true speed. I know Jarvis Steele is going to go. The blinkers are coming off. It's an interesting move. They're going to try the blinkers off today, and this horse. I'm thinking with a cleaner break, a little change of equipment, shake things up a little bit. Clever Triad could get in a good stalking position and make a move into it like he did 2 races back. So I think he's a user. I give him another shot. I've been chasing him. It's kind of a horse every time I look at him, I said, man, he looks a little bit better than maybe what he really is, but I'm going to try him one more time this afternoon. Kind of like, what's the other horse that I always chase after? The woolly horse. Dream Doctor. There's another one. Yeah. He actually ran pretty good the other day, but I like the 11 on top, the critical way.
Yeah, we both use the 3, but we don't use them on top. We use them in the mix. He gets a nice lightweight assignment, 114 with the Bug Avery Wispin. Let's take a look at your top pick here. The 11 on the outside I use in the mix here, critical data for Kelly Rubley and Sheldon Russell.
Yeah, off from July of 18 to June of 19. Tried to get on the turf in a 2 other than. First time in the barn, unfortunately, off the turf. A bad stumble at the break. This horse didn't want any parts of that, but given plenty of time, I love that. The patience to regroup. Back numbers, turf numbers really, really work. It can handle any kind of turf surface. Gets a beautiful draw to the outside. Another one is going to take dead aim of the speed, and Kelly Ruby just going great guns right now. I mean, and keyed up. I went back. You've got Fielder Spartianus, some other really good crack sprinters on the turf on this horse's page. Protected. I like that move. And this horse gets the 2 other because that stake victory down on the bottom of the page does not count towards the condition. So 11-8, but 8's going to be your favorite in here, I would think. Sure. Pagliacci's for Linda Rice.
Yeah, that's my best bet of the day here. Pagliacci, Karamanos, and Rice. They had a nice big win the other day. And this horse, nice claim for Linda Rice. I was talking about this horse this morning with Dave Johnson and Dick Girardi on their show down the stretch. So this might be a popular favorite here by Pioneer of the Nile. And Sense to claim a win, a second, 2/3. Nice big win sprinting on the turf at Saratoga late July. And then a lifetime best effort against 2 other than at Saratoga early August. And a big second that day with a 91 buyer. Might have regressed a little bit late August up there at Saratoga. But that's okay. That might help him today. If he bounces back closer to a 90, 91 today, I think he's home free. So I have him on top. The 11 scares me, but I go with the 8 Pagliacci. We both like the 7 as well. Roby's Boy hopes there's a fast early pace. We know how this guy likes to run. He comes late with Forest Boyce. Nice closing sprinter here for trainer James Casey.
A little break from April to July. This horse is coming back to really good form. A little extra ground is not going to hurt his chances at all. Roby's Boy. Force will get this horse to settle and finish. I like him in here. Looking for maybe Jammer to rebound, but critical weight top selection, Pagliacci is I think is going to be in that 9 to 5 range when it's all said and done. Maybe 8 to 5, and I think that was a pretty good field last time. The number I think it's got to be a little bit better. Fig Jelly and who finished second that day in the winter. They went 1-2 around the racetrack. Fig Jelly came back to run big in a stakes race. So Pagliacci keys up wide, but man, critical way. Come on, Rubley, keep it going.
Rubley knocked me out. She clobbered me in the 4th race yesterday. All right, so nice feature of the day, race 5 to anchor the early pick 5 to kick off the Rainbow pick 6. Let's turn the page. Late pick 5 got hit yesterday for 3,000, so no carryover today. But as always, that industry low 12% takeout on the late pick 5. Late pick 5 starts race 6. There's the low takeout. Let's check out my ticket real quick. A very affordable $16 play here for the late pick 5. I have 2 singles, race 6. I key on the favored, the 4 Warm. Looks like she'll be awfully tough. 3-year-old daughter of Flatter. Looking for 2 in a row for trainer Brittany Russell and jockey Sheldon Russell. I go 4 deep in race 7. That's a wide open turf sprint. Let's see, race 8, I used the 6-7. My other single comes in race 9. The 5, Ortai Nola, looks awfully tough in there for Carl Duran. She's getting a big drop in class, isn't she? A big drop. Well, she's been the beaten favorite her last couple, but she's taken like a double, triple drop today. Might be an active claim box for this Maryland bred filly by Super 99. This will make her No, the Maryland Million starter handicaps, I think you have to start for 75 or less.
Is that what it is? Okay.
The starter on the turf is 11,000 or less, so should be eligible for that. So I key on the 5 or Tynola there in race 9. Let's take a look here at race 6. A nice 25,000 starter allowance. Filly mares 3 and up. Never won 3. We're going a flat mile on the main track. Now the only question mark on the 4 Warm is she's in here for the tag. Now she's eligible for the condition. She started for 16,000 at Saratoga back in July. Now that win last out September 13th, she was in here for the condition. She won as the short price favorite, 70 buyer speed figure, close to a lifetime best. Now she's in here for the tag, so that's the only question mark. But Brittany Russell doing very well right now. So is Sheldon. So I go with the favored Warm on top.
Yeah, she just kind of tracked the track. It's a rematch here, right? Perfect pitch goes out to the front again, and maybe Atlantic Avenue will send, and Warm will kind of pick up the chase and drifted in a little bit past the 8th pole, but pretty much held firm. Extra furlong here. It's that's going to be the key for me. I tell you, it was pretty much fully extended to the wire last time as well. So 1 to 2, I was just flabbergasted when that horse got bet like that. Maybe she'll get bet like that again. I've got her at 8 to 5. I'm going for a new face here with the 1, Bronze Charm, Correa and Anthony Ferrier. You're looking at her pace. She claimed her off of a big drop from 25. The 8 other, they're optional, down to the 10,000. She really didn't run that well, beaten favorite at 3 to 5. But why this move? Protect. I mean, unless they're looking for maybe as a broodmare. I look back, the family's good on the bottom side. Foals combined for a lot of wins. But Bronze Charm has tactical speed. The race back at Churchill at a mile, the 1-turn mile, is not that bad. The field was okay. So I think they're liking what they got. And she does not have to improve much to maybe upset in this race.
Valponi, out of a Valponi mare. Was that the Breeders' Cup scandal horse, the pick 6?
That might have been. Valponi. Yeah, can't go into scandals around here.
And they would have gotten away with it, but they had to ticket.
Don't get me started about all that stuff.
They had to ticket multiple times. Valponi, I think that was the horse in the Breeders' Cup Classic. I could be wrong. I'll have to look it up now. But, all right, Bronze Charm will be a decent price. Rider change on the 3, Perfect Pitch. Make the rider Avery Wisman. On the 3, Pearl Gem, second off the layoff here for Mary Toledo, stays aboard. So she's an attractive price at 6 to 1.
Yeah, I think jumped up and ran pretty well, all things considered. A little bit close to that pace last time. I think she can sit a little bit further back if she wants to and bring a finish. Look at that sprint to route. 26%. The barn, they're still searching for the first win at the meet, right? Mary's not, but they're knocking on the door. This barn's not going to be held down for long. Pearl Jam does not have to improve much either. I think she's going to bring a finish today. I'm going to key around probably the 1 and the 2 and the exactas, and here's my better prices.
All right, so nice starter allowance there in race 6. Race 7, another big field on the turf. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the Exceller turf, rail 70 feet. Claiming 12,500. Filly mares 3 and up. A wide open claimer here. I go to the outside here. We both like the 10. Market Money is going to be one of your favorites here for Jerry Robb. The barn with a win this weekend. The X-Man Xavier Perez will ride. They just missed last out at this level. Was in front by 3, turning for home, and just got beat ahead. And I think on this rapid firm turf course, if they're in front by 3 today, they're home free. Yep. She'll get a nice trouble-free stalking trip, hopefully, on the outside. So I have her on top. You pick her second.
Yeah, big number. I mean, last time out, Go Magician goes red hot. She's rolling right along for Dale Capuano. Yep. But Dale's got another horse in here, might bring a little similar style, and that's the 6, Too Hot Betty. It's been a while since she's been on the turf, claimed, given a little bit of a break, but working forward from here. I like this drop. It might just a slight little drop in for the 12-5. Go back on the page. All right, this horse ran pretty good numbers on the turf. Dirt numbers weren't much. Well, she's an improved horse now of a recent note on the dirt. I think if she doesn't have to bring improvement on the turf to be in the mix here. I think she's going to fire from mid-pack. You look back on the page, Lido. I know we're going back to 17, but that horse is like a grade 3 stakes place type of mare on the turf right now. So I like the move here, targeting this horse for the turf right off the claim.
Well, the Dale Capuano barn had that last weekend, that long shot winner on the turf jumpstart my heart, right?
Yes.
Second off the layoff, I think so. Too Hot Betty coming off the little freshening here for new connections. I use the 6 in the mix here. I also have the 3 in the exacta. Bears Atlantic Miss for Jamie Ness. The Ness barn doing very well right now. And this filly's probably going to go right to the 6-year-old mare, a 4-time winner on the turf. She went wire to wire at Delaware last out. So with Correa, you get 5 pounds off. I think all systems go. I think the 3 Bears Atlantic Miss going to try to use that early speed from the inside.
Yeah, there's some other speed maybe to go with her, and like the 2 and the 3. They're going to have to run better than what they've run at Laurel in the past on the grass. Obviously they've run those races at Delaware, maybe some other spots. Can they bring that form to Laurel? They have yet to do it. I think the 1, Sudden Hope, sneaky little move with the blinkers off here for Damon DeLavico, Forest Boys, has run close to the favorite in the past. I think this horse will sit a very good trip, maybe tucked up just off the inside. And the 9, Miss World Venezuela. We've got video of this one, right? I believe from August the 17th. Is that the race? Yeah.
Yep.
Behind Not in Jeopardy, a pretty good horse in her own right. That was the long shot, right?
And
the stake. Yeah.
40-1 was third, and all Brandy.
And ran pretty well. But the only thing concerns me about the 9, why not Ruiz? Ruiz is going to go to the 8, but watch Miss World Venezuela. We're going to pick this one up through the stretch, eases out in the green silks and the white blinkers, and closes up willingly. It only gets beat, a length and 3/4. Hip Hop, big upset winner, right at a big price in the 8. Other than a little bit of a break. Right. So the only thing is, why not Ruiz? That's my main issue with the 9.
All right, well, you get Weston Hamilton. I didn't use the 9, but that was a good video spotlight there, coming out of a key race August 17th. Not in Jeopardy, just ran huge against Stakes Company last weekend. So the 9's going to be a good price here. Let's see, we covered everybody, right?
We got them. Let's go to the
nice
8.
Big field there, race 7. Race 8 will kick off the final pick 3. We're on the main track. 5.5 furlongs, claiming $30,000 for straight 2-year-olds. Winners here in race 8. Scratch to 1, Naughty Thoughts. Big late scratch there. She was 2-1. She was going to be one of the favorites. I didn't have her on top, though. I had the 6 Little Harbor on top initially, so I stick with him. 2-year-old colt by Liam Smap. Dropped from maiden special weight last out. Dropped in for the maiden 16 here at Laurel Park. Was a heavy, 3-5 favorite. Won by 8 1/4, like he's supposed to. Was claimed that day by trainer Mike Trombetta. The Trombetta barn with a 3-win day the other day here at Laurel Park. Vargas will ride. He finds a nice spot. They don't get too ambitious off that big maiden score here at Laurel. They could have, stepped up to an allowance race or something. They find a nice race today, facing winners for the first time off the claim.
Yeah, looking for a quick return too, and catches just shorter field, so they got to like that. Connections. Big City Bob, you go back to the debut, has gone on to do well. So I like Little Harbor as well. Might have to deal with the 4 out of Bullets on the front end, though. I don't think things will be as easy for him as it was in that maiden score. And you got to figure out the 7, Promising Bristol, improving figures, shortening up in distance. That's going to be the one that's poised to pounce for Claudio.
All right, so we like the same 4 there. Race 8 with the 6, Little Harbor on top, and with the scratch and Naughty Thoughts. We're not going to get 4-1. Probably 5-2, 3-1.
Right. Yep.
All right, but that's still a decent price there in race 8. Let's turn the page. Race 9 is going to kick off the late daily double. We're going 2 turns on the main track, mile and a 16th, claiming $10,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. We both have the 5 Ortinola on top. A big drop here for this Maryland-bred filly by Super 99. She was a beaten favorite last out, but that was against Starter Allowance. Never won 2 lifetime. A decent second going a mile. Now we stretch out to 2 turns today. She has a win and a third from 2 starts at this distance, and this is the easiest company she's ever faced. Victor Carrasco, her regular rider. Victor's won on her. He's been on her a bunch of times, so he rides, so that's good enough for me. We both have the 5 on top here.
I really thought she was going to be any kind. You going back to that March 1st race. Look at the comment. Hard trip, closed up. She ran big back at that 7 furlong race, maiden special weight. But she's got one, what you consider a solid number right on the page. That's 71 in the A other than. But, what is she really? She's showing she's like a lower 50s kind of horse. That's what I think is going to have to, she's going to have to maintain that number to win it. She should in here. A little desperation move, but really kind of rushed hard last time and just fizzled a little bit late against Key Horse. Artful Splatter has been running well on the turf. Kieran transitioned that one to the dirt and got the job done. But Ordinola, the 1 and 2, I guess they'll go ahead and try what they did at Delaware, go out and try to steal it. But the 5 should be perched and ready to move right on by. If you're looking for maybe for a little price underneath, the 3 Lulu's on the move.
Lulu's on the move for Hammy, taking a little drop here. Nosy Josie for Horacio De Paz gets Correa. So we like the same four there with Ortanola on top in race 9. Let's turn the page. Big field here in race 10 to wrap things up. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the bowl game. Turf course rail, 17 feet. Maiden claiming 25,000 for filly mares 3 and up, and we both have the 6 on top here. Kitty Zip. We have a video spotlight to show you September 8th here at Laurel. Same conditions, sprinting on the turf. She's the 5 this day, fighting for the lead. If she's in front by 2 turning for home today, I think she's home free.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was kind of pestered, by that 50-1 shot high and moving to the outside bullets lady. But I tell you, she's run pretty well all of her races since the return. Only beaten a few lengths, and last time stepped it up in class with a big price winner. I think with a big run from the back of the pack, right, to get it done. But she spurts away here. They went good on its fractions. Very game to the wire. You see the short comment gave way grudgingly. Comes back here, gets a key scratch of the 4 Capture Me Now. I thought was going to be part of the pace, maybe to force the issue with her. But she sits outside probably her main threat, Suniva, and will be able to rate off of that one if she wants to go. But I think the 6 City Zip can control it up top.
Look at that, a cold 6.289 superfecta there. Race 10, scratch to 4 Capture Me Now out of this race. The 5's an interesting first-time starter. This is a horse bred by the Backer family, by Temple City. That's a $10,000 Dynaformer sire. A couple works at a training center down there for Madison Myers. Forest Boys takes the call. She does get Lasix in debut, so it'll be interesting to see if she takes any money, early money on the tote board.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Data Princess will press, but the 2 and the 6, I mean, they're the main horses in here. Somebody else is going to have to jump up to beat them. Bernie Houghton coming in. Over 14, a lot of chances for Suniva, but the 2-back try and the most recent try certainly work. Yeah, they're going to be short. Somebody's going to have to jump up. The first, you're talking about Temple Garden. Foals are 0 for 12. The mare was 0 for 6. So pretty good work down there. You see on the page, but it's going to have to show me first. So I'm chalking it up in the last 6-2-2-6.
All right. Well, we both agree on the late daily double. Ortinola in the 9th, and the favorite here is Kitty Zip in race 10. That's it. Right on time. We're out of time. Big 10 race card today. Features race 5 to kick off the Rainbow Pick 6. Nice fall day. Come on out here. Enjoy the cool weather. Get a spot inside. Get some lunch and hit a score. Watch some college football. Big college football. Maryland trying to rebound this weekend.
Yeah,
Who they play this week?
I believe they got Rutgers
Rutgers, okay. Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens. Good luck. Dave Rodman's coming up next with scratches and changes.
Good luck.